Hello, riders. It's me, Lois, and I'm here today to talk about Destiny Payton and Deon Catchings. What is it? Mental Mondays, and I'm also here to talk about Marcel Scott and his conversation with Marquez and what they had to say about it. But first, I want to address the fact that I really think that Dion wants to be a content creator, and she's using the Mental Health Mondays as her way to get a leg in because she doesn't have a lot of followers, number one. Some of the things that she says doesn't make sense to me because I've been in therapy through most of my life, at least 60 years of my life. I have been in and out of therapy at the times that I've needed to have therapy. I did not like her questioning Dr. Francis's method of therapy because, first of all, she already said she didn't know. So if you don't know, then don't talk about it. Don't try to make that a topic of conversation because you have no idea what went on prior to them filming that scene. You nor Destiny. So you talking about his method and how that's not how you lead in, mental health and so you don't know what the hell you're talking about because you don't know where he started with them and where he was, where all this came from at that moment. You don't know. You're speculating, and if you're going to be a therapist, you can't just be speculating on other people's work. That's like saying, well, oh, he's not as good a therapist as I am because I would have did this. Well, already I'm looking at you side eyed, okay? Because I didn't like the way you did that. Okay, and then Destiny talking about the Tuskegee Airmen and the tests that were done on them and so forth and so on. Look, I have been in therapy in and out since I was 5 years old when my dad killed my mom. Okay, so let's be real clear. My grandmother, and I am 65, let's be real clear. So, my grandmother was older than I was. My grandmother was a big proponent of therapy. She made sure my brother and I went to therapy and we talked about the dreams that we were having and the stuff that was happening in our lives. And no, it was not taboo. I don't know where people are getting that this is taboo. Don't speak for we, only speak for thee, because you don't know what happened in other communities, in other people's households, in other people's lives. Maybe where you were, it was taboo because that's how y'all saw things, but it was not taboo where I came from. Okay, and again, I was born in New York City and raised in Brooklyn, Queens, and Manhattan. Okay, so it was not taboo for us. Okay, maybe we were ahead of the game. I don't know. Not to mention, we had guidance counselors in school, and it was mandatory or part of our curriculum, I should say, for us to see these guidance counselors. And we didn't only talk about our grades in school. We talked about behaviors. We talked about what are our next steps. We taught our guidance counselors guided us up until the point that it was time to graduate from school. We had guidance counselors from first grade until 12th grade. Okay, and if there was anything that they saw needed to be addressed, it was sent to the parents, and then the parents at that time made the decision. Okay, and my grandparents never had a problem, never had any problem taking us to see a counselor, a therapist, a psychiatrist, or whatsoever you want to call it. They never had a problem with doing that. And I think that's why I'm so well mannered now, because I did have that help. And I don't like that Deon and Destiny are saying that it's taboo. It may be taboo in some households because that's the way your parents were raised. But you can't put that on the entire black community. Okay? That's not fair to the black community. It's not fair to the grandmothers and the mothers that did believe in therapy and allowed their children to be seen by therapists when they saw signs of something going on with their children. Okay, so don't even do that, okay? And then y'all giving high five to Marcel for holding Marquez accountability. Yeah, he did a good job with that conversation. But his friend, Martell Holt, that man, Marcel Scott, has never held that man accountable. Neither has anyone else on the cast. Everyone is sweeping that up under the rug and acting like Martell Holt is such a great guy. He's just misunderstood because his wife left him after 600 years of him cheating. Okay, they was married 1,200 years, and 600 of those years he cheated on his wife and then produced the out of wedlock baby. Then he proceeded to threaten her, with revenge porn. And all I hear from you guys is Martell is such a good guy. They don't see the good side. They don't see the side that we see. We see all sides of him because it has played out live and in living color for us to see. We have seen that. And until Marcel Scott, Kimmy, Maurice Scott, Letitia Scott, Lernell Fletcher, Chris Fletcher, and anybody else, Carlos King, all the rest of y'all, hold that man accountable for his behavior, put his ass on suspension, put him in a goddamn timeout so we can move on with this show so that at least the core 5 can get back together. It does not have to be the core 6 because one of the members of the core 6 fucked up bigly. Okay, and everybody's trying to sweep it under the rug and make Melody Shari out to be the bad guy. And then here we come with this damn therapist wanting to be a content creator and getting all excited about shit that don't make no sense. And then, excuse me, I bit my tongue again. And then you got Destiny Payton up here just looking at the comments or staring blankly into the screen. What kind of damn mental health Mondays is that? I mean, who exactly are you helping? And I see, in my opinion, that it looks like you're looking for sympathy. You're looking for people to side with you by having these conversations with this therapist who really, I feel like she doesn't know what she's talking about because she's just pulling stuff out the air based on a TV show that she's watching. She's not actually sitting down with these people, in front of these people, and hearing their stories out completely to make it a educated guess or educated decision. She's just throwing stuff against the wall and hoping it sticks. And then some of you people are riding. Well, I'm not going to do that because I don't agree with that. Because I've been in therapy longer than some of you people have been born. Okay. Been in and out of therapy ever since my mama got killed by my daddy at 5 years old. And this nonsense that they're spewing on here is just, I think it's a way for Destiny to get sympathy and to build up her clientele using the internet or YouTube, just like everybody else does. Because yes, that's what we want. We want fans. And then Deon Catchings, she caught the wave, so now she wants to be part of this. And that's just my opinion. All of my commentary is alleged and in my opinion with a lot of actual and factual. Hello, riders. I want to thank you so much for listening to me today. Please definitely get down in the comments and tell me what you think about this video. And let me know your thoughts on mental health, period. Were you guys a part of mental health at any time in your life? Or was your family the type of family or the people that said, no, black people don't do that? Because I never heard that in my household. I never heard that. Not in my grandmother had 11 or 12 kids. I can't even remember now. You know what I'm saying? But none of that. We didn't have no taboos in our house. You know, and that, like I said, again, that could be why I grew up to not get in a lot of trouble. And I mean, as a youngster, I did get into some trouble, but nothing to the point that would affect my life for the rest of my life. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for the therapy. I'm grateful for my grandmother finding all her grandchildren and adopting us because we were all placed in foster homes. And I'm grateful to everything that she has taught me. Okay. And I'm not going to sit here and believe that Deon Catchings is trying to give another therapist advice on how they should do their own therapy. He's probably been in the business longer than her. And he's probably a different type of therapist than she is. So when she messed with Dr. Francis, she messed with me because we love our Dr. Francis. Okay? But please, little riders, get down in the comments and tell me what you think. I'd love to hear from every one of you. Mwah. Peace.